So this is the finished makeup look for today's casting. I hope you guys like it. And if you want to see how I achieve this look, continue watching this video. It's just a very classic red-lipped look, and that was the look I'm going for this particular casting, and I don't want to talk about it very much because I don't want to jinx myself. But continue watching if you want to see how I achieve this look. Hi guys, so I'm starting out this makeup look using my Bare Minerals Primetime Primer. What is she laughing at? It's a silicone-based primer that gives my skin a very fresh, dewy look, and I am applying a very thin coat and just working that into my skin here. Do-do-do, Next, I'm using my CoverGirl Invisible Concealers in the shades Fair and Light. And I will also be using my e.l.f. concealer brush to buff those into my skin. I like to mix the two colors to come up with my very perfect shade for my skin tone. And I also like to use the lighter shade to highlight my inner eye area. And I am just dotting those underneath my eyes. And now I'm applying the lighter shade to my inner eye area, and I will also be taking it below. Dot, dot, dot. Next, I'm just buffing the concealer into my eye area, and I like to take some time on this step because I like my under eye areas to look as if I'm not really wearing concealer, so I like to really buff and work that into the skin really well. And I will also take the concealer up onto my eyelids and just evening out my skin tone. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Next, using my Rimmel Match Perfection foundation. And I will also be using my Sonya Kashuk blending brush to buff that in. And to apply the foundation, I will be using my e.l.f. foundation brush. And I'm just applying a very thin layer, and next I'm buffing the foundation into my skin. I like to take it down along my neck and also into my ear areas just to give a very balanced look to the skin. Buffing, buffing, buffing. Next, using my NYC 24-Hour Eyeshadow Primer. And the formula is soft enough to where you can apply it straight out of the tube. And then I take my fingertips and I'm just buffing it into my eyelid with a very gentle tapping motion. Tap, tap, tap. And I'm just making sure that they are evenly covered. Tap, tap, tap. And she does the hair flip. Next, using my Laura Mercier concealer brush to conceal any blemishes. Also using my CoverGirl concealer that I have depotted and repotted. Dot, dot, dot. What's up with all these hair flips? Next, using my e.l.f. Tapered brush to apply my Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana bronzer. They call it a bronzer, but it's really a highlighter. And I am setting my under eye areas and areas where I placed concealer. And it's a great setting powder. And it's also a really great highlighter because it's very subtle. You can hardly see the shimmer in it. And I think that it's just a really great brightening powder, and I love the formula of it. Next, using my Wet n Wild Ticket to Brazil bronzer to contour my cheeks. And I'll be using my e.l.f. blush brush to work that into my cheekbones. And in this step, I apply the contour to my cheeks, and then I like to blend it in an upward motion into my cheekbones. Next, just using my e.l.f. Complection brush, which is a softer brush, to buff in the contour and remove any harsh edges. I'm also taking it onto my forehead, my temples, to warm up my skin just a bit, and I will also be taking it down onto my neck area, along my jawline, I should say, and this kind of just even things out a bit more. And I will also take it onto the top area of my nose for that sun-kissed look, and on my cheeks again. Next, I'm using my Measurable Difference Baked Blush in the shade Pink Rose, and using my Laura Mercier blush brush to apply it with. And this shade is one of the most beautiful shades I've ever seen. It's so pigmented. All you need is a tap on your brush, and it gives a very natural flush to the skin. It almost looks as if you're not even really wearing makeup. It's just such a beautiful scarlety coral shade. That's the best way I know how to describe it. And what's great about their products is that these bronzers will last you for years. Like, you get so much. And I even took it onto my forehead for this look just to add a little bit more color to my skin. I really can go a little crazy with this blush because I love it so much. And what are those faces? What is she doing? And I'm just buffing it into my skin using my e.l.f. Complexion brush again, just to make sure it's really nicely buffed into my skin. And I just whacked myself in the head with my fan brush. I'm using my fan brush to apply my Measurable Difference highlighter. They call it a bronzer, but it's actually a highlighter for your face or your body, and the color is unbelievable. You can find it at Marshall's for like $3, and I'm applying it to my cheekbones, and it just gives such a natural highlight to the skin without looking like you're wearing highlighter. I just love it so much. It's hard to find highlighters that do that without looking really glittery. What am I saying? And I'm taking the highlighter onto my forehead and also down my nose and really anywhere that needs some highlighting. I can go a little crazy with highlighter because I love it so much. But in case I forgot to mention, the shade of the highlighter is called Pink. And I'm taking it onto my Cupid's bow, onto my chin. I really hope a Measurable Difference comes out with more of these highlighters. The pink one is like just so beautiful, and I also like to use it on my inner eye area using my e.l.f. pencil brush, and I also take it down along my inner lower lash line. This really brightens my eyes up. When will she stop? Next, using my Ticket to Brazil bronzer again and my SoHo London brush just to shape my nose a little bit. I really like this bronzer for that reason, because instead of looking like a contour, it just gives your nose a very sun-kissed look. Which I think, for me, that's the look I like when I'm contouring. I don't like to look like I have contour. Deep breaths, deep breaths.
do my videos not want to shoot today? I can't figure it out why. Every time I think I'm making progress on a video, my computer just shuts down and it deletes the entire video. So I'm so sorry that you guys, I'm gonna cry. I'm so sorry that you guys missed the part in the tutorial where I was doing my eye makeup and my lips. So I'm going to quickly explain it because I do have a deadline for my casting today, which this makeup look is for, and so I'm so sorry that I have to rush this video, but I don't want to be late. So, I used my chocolate bar palette, and in my crease, I used salted caramel, put that in my crease, and then I used marzipan right next to it, just in the center of my eye, and then along my lash line, my bottom lash line, and in the V's of my eyes, I used the color Semi-Sweet, and I blended that in, and then at the very end, I buffed it in with salted caramel very lightly all over my eye to make sure that there are no harsh edges, and my chocolate bar palette is magnetically sticking to my mirror. And then I used my NYC. This is so not how I planned this video, you guys. I'm so sorry. And so for my eyeliner, I used my NYC color in Black Wine, and I put that along the top lash line, and I buffed that in with my e.l.f. smudge brush here. I also put it along my bottom lash line, and I buffed it in with my e.l.f. smudge brush. And then I took the same Semi-Sweet color and I put that over the top of the NYC eyeliner. And I just kind of smoked that in to give a natural looking smoke. And then for under the eye, I used my, for the waterline, I used my Kat Von D autograph pencil. It's just a black inner eye color. And for mascara, I used, where did you go? Today is just like, nothing wants to work out today. I don't know why. I guess that is just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And I can't seem to find them. Oh, here it is. I used the big Too Faced Size Queen mascara, and this is just a honkin' brush, but I'm going to use it up because this is expansive. This be expansive, okay? It's expansive. So I use that, and that's basically it. I do need to spray my face, so I'm going to use my e.l.f. makeup mister here, or makeup mister, my e.l.f. setting spray. Boom, shaka. Boom, shaka. And I'm going to give my eyelashes one more curl. Gently. This is a very gentle step. I can't believe it didn't save me doing my eye makeup. Ugh! So frustrating! Okay, so this is the finished look. Wish me luck today on my casting, you guys. If you have any questions at all about this look, please leave it in the comment box below. I'm wishing everyone a glorious week, and yeah, God bless everybody. Bye.
For my lips, I used the Revlon Colorburst in 018 Fire. 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 Bring the fire. And yes, if you have any other requests for videos, please do leave those for me. And yeah, I will see you guys soon.